All right. GM. So, welcome to our day 4, and this is actually going to be our last day of this training. And it has been a very lovely experience. We've touched a whole lot of interesting aspect of Web3. More importantly, we've been able to break down what beginners need to know about Web3 if they are just coming into the space. We've been able to cover what blockchain means. We've also been able to cover proof of stake, proof of work, important things, the roles that validators, miners play in this ecosystem. And we've been able to also look at how blockchain interactions also work in the background. And we've also been able to explore deeply how on-chain transaction works. When you send assets or anything from your digital wallet to another person. We've also been able to explore setting up a crypto wallet across notable chains like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, and of course, also on Solana. So we've been able to cover a whole lot, and that's been so interesting. So I think it's important to congratulate ourselves for starting from day 1 up to day 4. And like we know, and that has been set out as part of this course, this is going to be the final day for the class, while tomorrow is going to be the graduation and giving out certificates to eligible individuals. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting too much time, let's go straight to what we are going to be covering tonight. And before I start, tonight we're also going to be looking at areas that we'll not be able to cover enough. If you have any question, be able to review what we discussed from day 1 up to day 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting started right away. All right. So we are going to be looking at exploring dApps. Well, dApps, what is dApps? It might sound very funny coming across it for the very first time. So let's look at what are dApps, because these are very important part of the Web3 space. These are things that we are going to be interacting with from time to time, regularly. It will come in different form and shapes. It will come in different UI. It will come with different designs. So without wasting too much time, let's examine what are dApps. So the question is, what is a dApp? Well, it's just dApp is just a combination of two words, two significant words. The first one is a D, which is like a synonym, while we also have app. So the D there stands for decentralization, while the other app stands for application. So you can see that it's very, very simple. So the D there stands for decentralization, which is a core significant feature of blockchain. Blockchain, when you look at it deeply, embodies what we call decentralization. Blockchain is letting you know that you have the power to control your data, you have the power to control your assets, you have the power to do what you want to do with your data. So a decentralized application basically means a software program that runs on a blockchain or a peer-to-peer network instead of a centralized server. Over the past 4 days, we've been discussing and taking a deep dive into what blockchain means, and we've been able to understand deeply what blockchain is all about. So now that we know what blockchain is all about, we also need to understand that people build application on blockchain. Okay, just like your normal Web2 application that you interact with, it can be a banking application, it can be a gaming application, it can be a voting application, it can be a dating application. Just just imagine anything, right? Just think of it. Just imagine anything you can come across as an application. What makes Web2 application different from Web3 application is the fact that Web3 applications has features of blockchain, like connecting wallets, like the ability to, have a deep transparency, as in look at what is happening from one point to the other. And then, of course, your data is not controlled by one centralized authority, right? So, um, application basically, just think of it, your banking app, your gaming app, the same thing applies to decentralized application in Web3. So people build Web3 application or decentralized application to make life easier for us, to make transaction faster and better, and to give you that opportunity to control your data. Okay, so a decentralized application, once again, is a software program. It can be a mobile application, it can be a web application. Okay, it can be an application that you need to download from your Play Store or from your iOS store, or it is a web application that you can just access through your web, through your browser, through your web browser. Okay, so it can be in any form, but a decentralized application has features of Web3, has the features of blockchain. So unlike traditional applications like Uber or Facebook, decentralized applications are mostly open source. They are also permissionless, and they are controlled by smart contracts and not a single company. So what this means in essence is that if you look at Facebook, for instance, everything that we post on Facebook, every of our data, every of our images, pictures, videos, just name it, that we post and is associated with our account. If tomorrow now Facebook decides that, okay, for one reason or the other, your account is being restricted, that might basically means the end of it all, right? So it is because Facebook is the control of all your data. Okay, there is no way you can move your data from Facebook or similar applications and say that I'm tired of using this particular application, I'm moving to another one. It's not possible. Your data is being owned and controlled by these centralized authorities or companies. But in Web3, there are similar applications that are like Facebook. One of them, or notable platforms that build stuff like that, are called there is Lens. We have Lens. There are applications, there are Web3 applications that are like Facebook, that are like Twitter, that are built on blockchain, that allows you to import or export your data from their server to another place entirely. So we have these applications on Lens, we have them on Farcaster, right? These applications, you have the opportunity to control your data 100%. What you post online, what you can delete, what you can retrieve, and all that. And of course, they give you direct control over your data, assets, and interaction. For instance, now, if you are on, let's say on Farcaster, okay, Farcaster is built on Base network. Remember, Base is one of the layer 2 network that is building on Ethereum. We already discussed extensively about Ethereum in our previous sessions. So if you're on Farcaster, if you are just scrolling and you're watching a friend's video, instantly on your screen, you can just send a token to that friend in appreciation of the content. Maybe you are on your timeline and you just came across a very interesting post from someone. You can tip the person tokens. You can tip the person money. Let me put it that way. You can tip the person money, probably in USDC or any other tokens that is supported there, just to appreciate. Things like this don't happen in Web2 applications. Okay, in Web3, you have access over your assets, your interaction, and so many more. So these decentralized applications. They can be, like I said earlier, they can be gaming applications, they can be social media applications, they can be streaming applications. Just need that you'll be coming across all these applications from time to time in the blockchain space. So once you come across them, be familiar with them. And of course, they will require you to connect your wallet, especially if you want to send assets or you want to spend money on such applications. That is why we said your wallet is an integral part of you in the blockchain space. And that's why it is important that you take security measures to protect your wallet when you are interacting in the Web3 space. So let's move on and see how things works. So how does decentralized applications work? It is very simple. Decentralized applications use smart contracts to automate logic and rules. When people build applications, there is a lot of logic that goes on. There is a logic that says if I send money from my local bank account to my friend's account, the money should be received within so period of time. Okay, those things are being managed by individuals in a Web2 scenario. But when you look at Web3, smart contracts are just piece of code that are designed and created to automate and to work in predefined ways. Okay, the purpose of smart contract is to ensure that there's no need for an intermediary. That is why when you send your friend Ethereum or you send your friend Solana, they receive it when they are supposed to receive it, because the blockchain is acting the way it is designed to make sure that do you truly have that Ethereum in your wallet before you send it. You cannot send something that you don't have. Okay, so these things work in the background. The smart contracts ensure that everything that's supposed to work the way it is intended to work. Well, we might not be able to go deep into uh smart contract because that's like a technical aspect for developers. Okay, so it is something that you can also take a deeper look into if you want to go into smart contract development post this class. And that's one of the things that we used to tell people after this Web3 fundamental class. It is important that you now sit down that, okay, in which aspect of blockchain do I want to contribute my skill? Or what is it that I want to learn? Do you want to learn how to write smart contracts that powers these important applications? Or you want to do designs, you want to be a front-end developer or a back-end blockchain developer and all that. So you can see that there are a whole lot of opportunities in the blockchain space. So decentralized application also interact with blockchains. Okay, smart contracts are designed to read what is happening on blockchain. Developers sit down, they write this piece of code to check, to verify, to validate. Okay, so a lot of things happen when you interact with these decentralized applications. Like I mentioned earlier as well, one of the things that can make you know if an application, whether mobile or web, is a decentralized application is that you will need to connect your wallet. There's nothing you can do without connecting your wallet, right? It is important to connect your wallet. For instance, now if you are playing a gaming app, if you are playing a gaming decentralized application, some of them will require that you connect your wallet. If the wallet has an NFT, it might give you some exclusive advantage in that game. Let's say, for instance, you are playing a game now and you score. Let's say, for instance, football. A person that does not have a wallet, if the person is getting 2 points, if the person is getting 2 points, in the sense that the person does not have a special NFT that was created by the game, the person played the game and scored 2 points. If you have the NFT of that game, connect your wallet that has that NFT to the game and you score, your own points might be 25 points because of the special NFT that you have that gives you an edge, an extra advantage above others. Okay, so these things are very, very essential. So these are the things that make you know that this particular application is a decentralized application. Like I said, there are different applications on different networks. You come across decentralized application on Ethereum, on Solana, on Bitcoin, even on layer 2 network like Base, like Linear, just name it. A whole lot of networks are out there. Okay. All right, so let's move on. All right, so as you already know, this is always a practical session, and we are going to be running a few practical things. So we are going to be showing you one of the applications, one of the decentralized application that is very popular in the blockchain space, especially if you are someone that you want to swap your assets from one chain to the other, or from the same chain to the other. So we are going to be running a few transactions to see how these things work. Okay, let me do a setup. All right, so I'm going to be sharing a new tab. Can you all see my tab? If you can see my tab, just interact, just probably give a thumbs up or something. Can you see Uniswap? Oh, I hope I'm not the only one. Can you see Uniswap? Awesome, awesome. So Uniswap is a decentralized exchange. Remember that we talked about different types of exchanges, custodial exchanges, and decentralized and not centralized exchanges. So you can swap any token here, or most tokens here, let me put it that way, from different chains. You don't have to go to Binance to swap most of the tokens that you see on Uniswap, okay? Because some people already provided liquidity. We discussed about liquidity the last training. So what to do first, this is just, if you look at this is just like a normal website, okay? Look at it. You can see that it's beautiful, it's nice and all. But how do we know that this is a decentralized application? The first thing first is look to your look to the right corner of the screen. You will see connect. You will see connect, which means they're expecting us to connect our wallets to use this application. So, but before I connect, from here, you can see different tokens that I can swap and different chains that is supported. Look at it. Almost all the networks are supported. Okay. We have Ethereum, we have Base, we have Arbitrum, Polygon. So if you have assets, tokens on any of these chain, you can do swapping here or even bridging. Okay. All right. So first things first, let's connect our wallet. Now, remember what we always tell you. You need to be very careful, be security conscious. Make sure that you are visiting the right website, so that you don't connect your wallet to where your wallet will be hacked or compromised. So make sure you are connecting, check the URL. Is it correct? Is it the official link to the web to the application of the company? Because you can never be too careful in the Web3 space. So let me just connect my wallet. Okay, so now from the wallet drop down, we already discussed different wallets. There are so many wallets. So I have a couple of wallets installed, desktop wallet installed on this browser. So let me just go with Rabby wallet. So Rabby wallet, I'm expected to put in password. Okay. Now, once I put in the password, I'm expected to connect. Now that I've connected it, you can see now. Now, rather than showing, before it was showing connect button, now it is showing my wallet address, which means this application now is already loading everything that I have in this particular wallet address. What we are doing is actually a live transaction. This is not testnet. This is 100% live transaction. All right. So now this is Ethereum. From this wallet, there is 0.07 Ethereum, which is on base. You can see base Ethereum. We have 0.009. So let's swap from base network. Let's swap on base network. Let's swap from Ethereum to USDC. So let's swap let's swap USDC. So let's say we want to swap 0.0001. How much is that in USDC? That's $4.45. You can see now, if you don't have this money, if you don't have this fund in your wallet, you will not be able to see this button. You will not be able to see this button. you will not even be able to proceed. So what this Uniswap is telling me is now is that if I'm ready to swap $4.42 worth of Ethereum on base to 4.4 USDC, this is what I will get. And then if you look below, okay, you will see where there is a gas fee. You can see that this gas fee is showing less than 0.01, which means it is extremely cheap. These are the things that makes Web3 better than Web2. If you are going to be sending money on Web2 now, you know, you'll be seeing different taxes, the government saying pay this, pay that, and all that. But when you are interacting with blockchain, you can choose any network you like. If you are not comfortable with this gas fee, you can go to another network. But for this transaction, this is on base network, and the gas fee is extremely cheap. Look at the breakdown of the fee. So the fee is 0.025, network costs, so many, like very tiny. So let's proceed. Now, once I click on review now, it's telling me that am I ready to swap this amount that if I proceed, I'll be getting $4.42 worth of USDC. So let's continue with swapping. Now, it's going to ask me to confirm this in my wallet. So if I decide to reject this, it will not go through. Okay? If I decide to reject this now, it will not go through. But if I click on sign, the transaction is going to proceed. So let me click on sign and confirm. So while you are doing all this, always make sure that you are checking what you are signing. I can proceed with this transaction because I know what I signed and I'm the one performing the transaction. Because sometimes some people have compromised their wallet because they don't read what they are signing. Sometimes it might be a malicious transaction that just want to drain their, and that's one of the things that we appreciate about Rabi Wallet, because it makes sure that these things are well detailed before you proceed with transaction. So now I have proceeded to swap 4.4 worth of Ethereum to 4.4 worth of 4.4 USDC. Though, so that's one of the smartest way to, you know, swap transaction on chain. That's one of the smartest way to swap transaction on chain. So if I don't want to do this on Ethereum, there are other chains. There's also a on, if I don't want to do this on base, you can see I'm connected to base. I can also switch to Ethereum chain. I have, there is 0.070 on this, in this particular wallet on Ethereum. I can decide to swap again to another token. Okay. So let me swap on Ethereum so that you will see how Ethereum works. So this time around, I'm not swapping Ethereum to USDC. I'm swapping Ethereum to, let me look for another token. Okay. I'm looking for a token that is, okay, let me swap to Uni tokens, Uniswap. So let's do the same amount, 0.001, that's 4.43. So 4.43 is going to be giving us how many Uni tokens? How many dollars Uni tokens? Okay, one Uni token is $9. No wonder. So let's proceed with this. Review the transaction. Oh, don't let me proceed with this. It is low. That's one of the things about Ethereum. The gas fee is sometimes high, and it's not always making it interesting. Let's go back to base. The gas fee on base is always cheaper. You see now that these are the things that we do in the blockchain space. You will consider your cost. You will look for, because there are options, there are alternatives for you. You don't have to stick with one chain. You look for the best alternative chain to perform your transaction. So let's try from, okay, now let me just use USDC on base for another token. Okay, I don't want to use Zora. Which other token makes sense on base at the moment? What these tokens? This is a live transaction, though. This is a live transaction. Let's try virtuals. Okay, so let's try virtuals. Let's try 0.001 worth of virtuals. Is this not too small? Oh, sorry, my bad. It's USDC. Let's try $8 worth of virtuals. Let's see how many virtuals we get. So you can see that this exchange now, decentralized exchange, is looking for the best rate for me. So this is how you trade assets on decentralized exchange like Uniswap. So it is telling me that if I swap $8 to virtuals, now I'm going to get 6.34 virtuals, which means I'm getting 7.97 worth of virtuals. So let's swap. Can you see approve and swap? It's going to take. So everything happens with the wallet. Everything. You can now see the importance of your crypto wallet. Okay, everything happens with your wallet. Now look at this. Now look at this approved token. It's too much. I don't. There's this token. This wallet has just 23 point something dollar worth of. So you have to be very, very careful with what you approve. So let me sign. Oh, really? I should try again. But you're telling me that transaction has gone through successfully now. Let's try that again. So you sometimes face transaction error and all that. Let's see why this is not going to. Why are you telling me it's failed? Let's check. Let me check the Explorer. So you cannot see the importance of Explorer. Now I'm getting a failed transaction and I'm going to the Explorer now to see what actually happened. Okay. So this transaction notification is still pending. It's still pending. Let me share my types. I tap so that you can see what is happening. So what happened? Remember, your Explorer is to give you detailed analysis of what is going on. Okay, yeah, that's gone successfully now. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to Uniswap. Okay. So we are back here. Now you can make transactions on decentralized applications. So if you go to different network on Base, Solana, just name it, there are different decentralized applications. This particular one is a DeFi application that deals with finance, you buying, selling, trading, swapping digital assets. Okay, so there are other decentralized applications that are like gaming. So let's explore other ones and see which other ones to touch. Okay, now this is another decentralized application. So we actually built this. We actually built this application. It's called Peer to Pass. We built this from Blockchain Labs. Okay, this is an application that we built. So we are not just a company that just teaches people. We also we don't just teach theories. We also build applications. We also show people that you can do these things. You can build these amazing applications yourself. Okay, so this is Peer to Pass. It is a web application that connects learners with one another. Okay, as you can see, this is a Web3 application as well. You can see if you go through this website, you will be able to read a lot. You see what it means. It's an application that if you are looking for someone to study with as a learner, as a student in university, you can come here, connect your wallet, sign up, look for who to interact with, and then after you complete a study session, you get special NFTs and badges. So let's see what happens. So once we come here to, we also click on connect wallet. Can you see? This is also a Web3 application. Okay, you connect your wallet. Okay, let me cancel this. So you connect your wallet. Once you connect your wallet, of course, you come here. Can you see this application? So this is a learning application where you can, interact with others. If you come here, you set up your profile with your name, your full name, your email address, your university, your department, your academic level. You tell the application about yourself, and then what you need the application for. Do you need study partners for assignment, for exam preparation, for group projects? Just name it. Then you can also indicate when you want to study. Is this in the morning, afternoon, evening, or night? And then your special subjects of interest? Are you looking to learn about, maybe mathematics, maybe English and all that? So you can do so many things here, right? And of course, if you are looking for a learning partner, you come to find a partner, select the course or anything that you want to learn. Let's say web development, you select your academic level, maybe any level, select institution, any institution, and then of course you click on find partners. So the platform will look for the partner that matches your profile and what you want to learn. So for instance, now I said I want to learn about web development, any level, any institution. Then once I click on connect, I can now, the platform, let me just click on find partners. The platform already gave me this person. So I can click on connect. What do I want to learn? Mathematics and all that. Then once I send requests, exam, select the duration. Do I want to learn for 30 minutes? I send request, the system matches me, I send a notification to my study partner and all that. So this is another Web3 application. Okay, this is another decentralized application. So you can see that decentralized application does not have to be finance. Everything we've been doing here is purely educational. It's about learning. It's about connecting with study partners. So it can also be a gaming platform. It can be anything. All right. It's just left to the creativity of the designers and the developers to come up with something innovative and then integrate Web3 functionalities into it. So this is another Web3 decentralized application. Let's move on. And of course, look at it. On the right-hand side, you can see it is connected to Ethereum and it is also displaying my wallet address, just like it was displaying on Uniswap. So I can switch from Ethereum to another chain, let's say to Base or to Base. Look at it. Immediately I switch to Base, it's changed the figure of what I have in my wallet to another value, which means it is reading what I have in my wallet automatically. So you can see there is a smart contract that is already integrated into this decentralized application that makes it perform the way it performs. Okay, so you must always note that. All right, so let's disconnect this and let's move on. Sorry, excuse me. So let's go back to our slide and see what we have next. Okay. All right. So, oh, you guys have not been seeing my tab. Have you been seeing this screen before? Have you been seeing this peer-to-pass project? Have you been seeing it before? This is the application that we built from Blockchain Labs. I hope you got everything I said about it. Please, if you got something about it, can you just interact? Did you see this screen earlier? Did you see this project, this peer-to-pass project earlier? This I need to know if you got it earlier. All right, no problem. So let's move on with our presentation. Okay. All right. So oh my bad. Yes, this is also another decentralized application. In fact, this is an application that this is another decentralized application, and it is called ENS, Ethereum Name Service. All right, it's possible that when you go online, when you go on Twitter or you interact on chain, you see some names. For instance, now you will see maybe Sarah.eth, or you see Ayobami.eth, or you see Ibukun.eth. Yes, you can have your own Ethereum name. You can have your name on the Ethereum name service, right? That will be unique with your wallet. That if anybody wants to send you anything, remember that your crypto wallet is a string of numbers, letters, right? And you have to copy it to go and paste it so that you don't miss any of the digits to ensure that you don't lose your funds. But to make things easier for people, we have what we call Ethereum name service that makes decentralization of names better, smarter. Okay, so let's say I want to send something to Sarah now. I don't need to be looking for, if I know your Ethereum name service, if you tell me, you don't need to copy your wallet address. You just tell me maybe it is sarah.eth. Just send it to me. I can send any assets, any digital asset that is on Ethereum to that name. Okay, I can send it to that name. So Ethereum name service makes identity better. All right, it makes identity unique and better, and it is connected to your wallet. Remember, it is connected to your wallet. So let's see what Ethereum name service looks like. Okay. All right, so this is the Ethereum name service website. So remember what I always say, be very careful of what you do and where you input links that you click on. So this is the official page. You can see, welcome to the new internet. For every dreamer, creator, and change maker tired of the cold internet, of the old internet, Web3 is here. ENS is more than a protocol, is a commitment to a better web and built for everyone. So you can get your own names, your name, Ethereum name, for a token, right? So let's launch the application and see how it looks like. Yeah, look at it. So immediately I came here, it automatically read my immediately I came here, it automatically read my wallet address. But let me disconnect my wallet address and start afresh. Look at it now. Look at just this is just a page, and it's telling you that search for a name. Okay, let's even try Sarah name. Okay, let's see if Sarah name is taken. Look at it, look at it, it has given us alternatives. Sarah.eth is registered. So if you are to get this Sarah.eth now, it's not possible. Someone already registered his name. But let's say new Sarah. Let's try new Sarah. Look at it. New Sarah is available. Okay. Can you see? And I proceeded to click on register for a year. Now look at the fee for a year. Look at it in US dollar. It means that if you are to register new Sarah.eth for 1 year, it's going to cost us $5. Then the network is charging us $0.58, which makes it a total of $5.58. Okay. Now, if you like this name, you can proceed. But before you can proceed, you must connect your wallet. But let's say you want to increase it for a number of years, 2 years, you can see that the price has increased times 2. Now, even me, I have my own ENS name. I have creativetemi.eth. Okay, that's my own ENS name. So it makes the identity better, smarter and all that. And anybody can send anything to that .eth name. So let's click on connect. Remember what we always talk about. Every decentralized application has the opportunity to connect your wallet. So you must connect your wallet and approve. Once you connect your wallet, you must sign the transaction. Yeah, my wallet is connected automatically. So if I click on this now, it is asking me that do I want to use this as Ethereum? Can you see it's asking me skip, then it's asking me to begin. So I don't want to click on proceeding with this so that it does not go to my wallet and charge me what is not supposed to charge me. Okay, so this is another decentralized application that is about identity in the blockchain space. So decentralized applications can come in different forms. Decentralized application can come in different forms. It can come in different forms. So um now you understand what decentralized applications are all about. Okay, we've been able to walk through different examples. You understand, we've covered Uniswap, we've covered peer to pass, we've covered identification, which is ENS and all. So these things are very, very essential. You'll be interacting with decentralized application as you go on in this space. Okay, and okay, so with that, we are wrapping up. And if you have any question, This is the time to ask your question, whatever it is that is not clear to you about decentralized application. In fact, when people were doing tap tap tap, I love calling it tap 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 projects. I think early this year or last year on Telegram Open Network, all those applications that people were tapping with the hope they were getting some coins with the hope of converting those coins into real money. Those applications are decentralized applications because they are connected to Telegram Open Network. Okay, so it can come in different form, it can come in different shape. But one of the key things that you must watch out for is that it will have Web3 integration. So if you have any question, let me know. AY Agbara, Sarah, do you have any question? Sarah, are you here with us?
Yes, yeah.
Have nothing on my calendar, if that's
Okay.
what you're asking.
I
Do you
got a
have any
question.
question for us? Do
Yes,
you understand
yes,
how this
I
is
do.
awesome?
Yes, I
Awesome.
do.
Awesome. All right. Do you have your email? Did you sign up with your email during the registration?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Can you just drop your email in the
I,
comment section?
okay.
Yes, please do that. Please do that so that we can um proceed with pushing your certificates to you. All right. And then are you following
Okay.
us on any of our social handles
Yes, I'm following on Telegram.
on Telegram? Okay. Are you active
Yes,
on
sir.
Twitter?
Yes, I am, sir.
All right, please. Twitter is very, very essential for you in this journey. Okay. And
Okay,
if
sir.
you have any
Okay.
question that is just generic, anything that has been bothering you about the Web3 space, okay. This is the best time to
Yes,
ask
sir.
now. Are you having challenges? Have you tried some things? Are they working? Have you seen people post some stuffs and you feel like, how does this thing work? How are these guys making this money? Do you see these things and all that? So this is the best time
Can you hear me?
to talk about it. Yes, you can proceed.
Okay. Um, uh, I'm actually not having issues because I think last year I kind of joined the startup gang last year. So I think that's when my Web3 journey started. And then I had like friends that are into Web3 and all. So I used to see them like some of them would just buy stock and then keep and then allow it to increase because and then I have friends that like are into trading and all. But then with this class I got to understand more about Web3.
Okay. Okay, that's
Can
good. We are
you
so happy.
okay.
Yes, yes. We are so happy that you understand how the whole thing works now. So, now that we're wrapping up this Web3 fundamental course, because tomorrow we are connecting for the, certification and graduation and all same time, it is important that you
Okay.
now take the boot step to now look at what you can do specifically. You can shoot me a DM on Telegram. Just shoot me a DM,
Okay.
then look at your specific skill, the one that you have now, or the one that we can train you on, advanced skills that can help you to be better positioned. Not
I
everybody
can't
can
hear
do it.
you. Can you come again? Network is bad.
Oh, can you hear me? Is it better?
Okay.
Yeah, I said shoot me a DM on Telegram so that we can now look at specific skills, okay? Specific skills that would be of benefit to
Sir,
you. Maybe the
can you please come again? I didn't hear you.
oh, is it better now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said you can shoot me
I can hear
a
you now.
DM. Yeah, you can shoot me a DM on Telegram so that we can look at
I think
which
network is
specific.
bad.
Oh my. All right. But did you get the aspect of shooting me a DM on Telegram
Yeah.
from our community?
Okay.
Yeah, just shoot me a DM so that, because it seems the network is terrible, so that we can now see which other
Yeah,
skills,
my
because
network
it's
is
our
bad.
goal.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it is our goal to see you developed and take advantages of opportunities in the Web3 space. Okay, this is our goal. That is why we are running these trainings. Okay, so we want to
Yes,
see
sir.
you grow. We want to see you take advantage of the opportunity. So just send a DM and then we'll pick it up from there.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
All right. So
Okay.
a very big thank you to our trainers as well. A big thank you to AY, our head of research. A big thank you to Ibukun as well. If you guys are here, you can just, if you can hear me clear, just would love to hear your voice. Just hi, just to get to hear from you.
GM, GM.
Yeah, GM. Thanks for the wonderful sessions you've walked us through. Thank you so much, Yeyi. Thank you so much to AY as well. Thank you to every member of Blockchain Labs. So, all right, guys, it's a wrap for tonight. We've been able to cover the Web3 fundamentals. And trust me, this is very important for you to take your time and understand. If at any point in time you are lost or you are confused, you can always go to our YouTube channel to watch these videos again and again to have a deeper understanding of how these things works. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. It's a wrap for tonight, and see you all tomorrow for the graduation. So thank you, and have a lovely night rest. Bye.